someone's mowing. Always happens to me. I sit down to film, someone mows, someone decides to do something outside. That's my life. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Anastasia. Welcome everybody. In today's video, I am making another balloon garland, and this one is an army inspired balloon garland. I am using greens and black colors, and it looks a lot better than I was thinking in my head, and that's fabulous. So if you want to see what is happening, what I used, and how I made this backdrop balloon garland, then stay tuned and let's go. Let's quickly go over all of the supplies that I have here and about to use for this garland. I have here my balloon pump, which I use for every single balloon garland. I love it so much faster and so much easier. Then I have this balloon tire over here that helps you tie balloons without damaging your skin on your fingers. Very helpful. 12-inch balloons in black color, 18-inch balloons in black color, lime green 12-inch balloons. I don't know if I want to use them or will be using them for this garland. I think if I wanted or would want to break this green color and black color a little bit more, then I'll be using these lime green balloons. I have 5-inch green balloons and then more 12-inch balloons, but in green color. I've been asked to do a garland in a close-up for these balloon garland strips. I usually do my garlands with fishing line, and I've been loving that technique, but recently discovered this balloon garland strip, so I want to do as close as I can and show you as close as I can how I did or do my garlands with this strip. And to fill in spaces for my garland, I will be using low heat glue gun. You guys, very important, low heat glue gun, low heat. Alrighty guys, let's go. So let's start blowing our balloons. I'm starting basically with every balloon that you see here. I took this pack of 12-inch green balloons. I did split them into two bunches. One is bigger, one is smaller. What I want to do here is to blow up 12-inch balloons as they are, and then take a little bit and blow them a little bit smaller than 12-inch balloons and make them into a medium size balloons. Then I'll be taking these black balloons as well. I'm going to do exactly the same here. I will kind of mix and match the sizes and colors, and I will pair them and tie them together. So basically what you do here is you put your two balloons on this pump, blow them up, just like that. And then instead of tying, I learned, instead of tying every single balloon individually, you tie your two balloons together. You can mismatch the sizes, smaller, bigger, green, black, and yeah, just tie them and pair them just like that. Keep on working until you have all of your balloons blown up. And you guys, these 5-inch balloons, I'm going to pair like half of them with the 12-inch balloons over here, and then half of it I will tie it individually, and at the end of this balloon garland I will fill in spaces with the half of 5-inch balloons. So I hope that makes sense. Let's go. Are ready, so I'm taking this balloon strip over here with holes, as you can see it. This big one is for the balloon tails to push them through, and then we need to put this knot through this big hole as well, and then slide that knot through into this smaller hole, so it would kind of trap that knot and it would hold it. So let's try this out. I haven't tried this strip with paired balloons. I know this strip works great with single tied balloons. We'll see how this will work. So what I'm doing is I'm taking these tails and pushing them through that bigger hole over here, and then putting that knot through that big hole as well, just like that, as you can, if you can see it, hopefully. And then now I need to slide this knot to that smallest hole, just like that, and let it go, and it should hold. It does hold. It holds pretty nice. So I am curious to see how this strip will hold bigger balloons. So let's try this cluster over here with black and green. You know what? It's slipping out and I don't like it. Let's try this again. You guys, it's slipping out, and I don't think I like this strip for paired balloons. I don't think I do like it. Yeah, even the smallest balloons, they kind of slipped out of the holes. So you know what, you guys, no, I'm not doing this. It doesn't work with clusters. I don't like it. I'm gonna go grab my fishing line and finish this with the fishing line, and I'm not gonna stress out over this balloon garland. I know fishing line will work 100% with balloon clusters. So this balloon strip will serve me for another balloon garland that I will blow up just individual balloons, and I will tie them individually, and then I can show you how I use this balloon strip the way that I use it. All right, let me grab my fishing line. Here, you guys, I am using this 10-pound fishing line. I love a 10-pound because it's basically impossible to rip when you're doing your balloon garland, and it's very comfortable to tie knots and tie this fishing line around your balloon. So I'm going with this fishing line. I will link it in the description down below. So what I am doing, taking my first cluster, and I am tying my fishing line to this cluster. And one more thing, you guys, I don't like using ribbons for my balloon garlands, because ribbons, you can see afterwards, you can see it, even though you're going to fill in spaces on your balloon garland, I can still see my ribbons. So I never used it, and I will always use my fishing line because it's barely noticeable and it works great. Now, you guys, take your second balloon cluster, lay it right on top of your first balloon cluster, right on top of your fishing line over here. Take your fishing line and wrap around one of your balloons and push the new cluster closer to your first balloon cluster. As soon as you pushed it to the first cluster that you just tied, wrap your fishing line around a different balloon and push it a little bit more. Here you go. This is a start of your balloon garland. Keep on placing your clusters on top of your fishing line and wrapping and pushing and wrapping and pushing, and put new one and keep on working and working, and that way you will build a great base for your balloon garland. Let's go. I am done building my base for my garland. So what I'm doing right now is cutting a long piece of fishing line. Then to secure your garland, you hold your fishing line with one hand and you're basically creating a loop. So you're holding your fishing line with one hand, and with the other, you're putting this tail around one of your balloons, just like that. Keep on holding your fishing line over here. As soon as you wrapped this tail around one of the balloons, go through that loop that you just created, grab that tail and feed it through this loop and tie it. Do that a couple of times just to secure your balloon garland 100%. And bam, you are done. I'm always tying or attaching my balloon to my staircase with the fishing line that I used to build this balloon garland. So what I'm doing right now, I'm cutting big pieces of fishing line, wrapping this piece of fishing line around one of the spots on my balloon garland and tying to my railings. You can absolutely use fishing line, wrap around your balloon garland, cut it, and then those strings that are left behind, those long tails, you can tape it to your wall with painter's tape. But be careful with painter's tape or any tape general on your walls. Even though painter's tape is very gentle on your paint, I did took off some paint off of my walls. Be careful. Now let's attach this balloon garland to my staircase. My balloon garland is hanging on my staircase and it's looking really pretty. I don't like empty space over here, so I blew up one more 18-inch balloon and I'm going to hot glue it with my, not hot glue it, low temperature glue it to my balloon garland. So I'm going to put some glue and glue that big balloon over there. So I did add one more big balloon over here because just there was kind of empty space and I wanted to fill it so the balloon garland would touch the ground and it would look like it's growing out of the floor. So I took my low heat glue gun, put some hot glue on this balloon and that balloon, and kind of shoved that big balloon towards these two balloons and glue it to my balloon garland. Now I'm taking these small guys over here, they're all over the place. It's such a mess. Look at this, it's a mess. Anyways, I'm taking these, putting some hot glue and spreading all over my balloon garland. Garland is ready. I like it. It looks really, really good, but it looks a little bit gloomy. So hello there. I'm using my lime balloons and they do look amazing and they freshen up this balloon garland. So I'm planning to insert a few of them on my balloon garland using my low heat glue gun. So let's make this happen. Is my finished garland for you guys. I love how it turned out. I love making balloon garlands because you never know how your balloon garland will come out and what shape it will take. I love it so much. I wish camera would pick up the real colors, because these lime green balloons, they are a lot more greener and a lot more brighter. So as these green balloons, they're a lot more brighter and greener. Overall, I am super happy. I'm super happy with all of the balloons. I only had one balloon that had a hole, and the balloon that had a hole was this one over here, this darker green. Overall, one balloon, one small balloon popped just because I overfilled it with air, and the rest I had no problems with any of the balloons. So these big black balloons, I am really impressed by them. And yeah, you guys, the count of the balloons and everything else you need to know, I will link and list and tell you everything in the description under this video. I will share a few pictures at the end of this video. Alrighty guys, so here you have it. This is my take on another balloon garland. I love how it turned out. It turned out, as I said, so much better than I was expecting. I love the colors, how it all joins together. I am happy that I used those lime green balloons at the very last second. It kind of brings that balloon garland back to life. Happy with what I did. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section down below. And yeah, you guys, if you're here for the first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you back very soon. Bye!